Hola, I'm Mark from Coffee Break Languages and welcome to another video coming to you today from Lisbon, Portugal. Now in this video we're going to be combining two of the things I love best, coffee and languages, because ordering a coffee can be a little bit challenging in Portugal. Are you ready to come with me on this language adventure? Vamos lá! Lisbon, the vibrant capital of Portugal. The streets are buzzing and the scent of fresh coffee is everywhere. Here, cafes aren't just places to drink, they're part of daily life. And to feel at home, you definitely need to know how to order a coffee. Now the word for coffee in Portuguese is café, so a coffee is café. But if you order café, then what you're going to get is a small and strong espresso, which is delicious. But if you're more used to ordering coffee in a different style, with milk or a larger coffee, then you need to learn a few more words. And those extra words can take you from being a visitor to feeling like you belong, showing you're ready to join in with how locals really order. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not learning Portuguese. But the thing is, the same thing happens no matter what language you're learning. Sometimes you think you know a word, but then there are 10 different versions of that word and you don't end up getting what you think you ordered. And this is where language learning meets real life, where we have to consider our choices carefully, we have to listen carefully, and then we have to do that key thing that all language learners need to do all the time, and that is adapt. So if you don't want café, what should you order? Well, it kind of depends on how much coffee and how much milk and what size of drink you want. I've ordered 3 drinks here. I've ordered Pingado. Pingado is like a shot of espresso with a little bit of milk. It's a little bit like un espresso macchiato in Italy. I've also ordered Meia de Leite, basically half milk, half coffee. Meia is a half in Portuguese, and Leite is the word for milk. It would be pronounced Leite in Brazil. And then I've also ordered Galão. It's more like a latte, so 3/4 milk and 1/4 coffee. And I'll let you see what they all look like so that you know what to order when you come here. Olá. Então,
Galão.
Galão, ok.
Temos a meia de leite.
Perfeito. Obrigado.
E o pingado, que
Pingado.
é o expresso com
Perfeito, muito obrigado.
Obrigado.
Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. This is the Galão. It is not quite as milky as I expected. I thought there would be a little more milk in this one, but you can see how much milk there is in comparison to the coffee. This is uma meia de leite. So we've got frothy milk and then about half of the coffee in there. And then this is the Pingado. So we've got an espresso shot with some foamy, frothy, hot milk in there. Now, I'm just looking at some of the other types of coffee that you can get here in Portugal. First of all, Abatanado is an espresso with extra hot water, so I guess like an Americano. You also have Garoto, which seems to be another word for Pingado, because it's described as a small espresso with a little milk. And then an interesting one is Carioca, and Carioca is a coffee that is very weak. It's coffee made from reused grounds. And apparently that's what people have after nights out because they want to sleep, but they still want a little pick-me-up in the form of a coffee. So Carioca is what you're needing there. I'm still not quite sure about the difference between Garoto and Pingado. I think we need to ask. Desculpa, tenho uma pergunta. Qual é a diferença entre o Pingado e o Garoto?
Pingado fazemos na chávena de expresso. Sim. E ele leva mais café do que leite. Geralmente só um pouquinho de leite no início. Okay. Já o Garoto, ele é na mesma chávena, mas ele leva mais leite.
Mais leite?
Justamente. É.
Okay.
Então ele fica mais fraco, fica com mais gosto de leite.
Ok, muito obrigado.
De nada.
Now, you may have noticed that our waiter was from Brazil, and as you know, Portuguese is a global language. It's spoken in Europe, South America, Africa, and beyond. Accents shift, a few words change, but it's still one Portuguese shared by millions. Those differences don't divide the language, They make it richer, more colourful and full of personality.
Now, I should say that if you would like to learn Portuguese, then you can do so with our beginner's course. It's called Coffee Break Portuguese, so just search for Coffee Break Portuguese and you'll find it there. You'll be learning alongside our teachers, that's Rafael from Brazil and Catarina from here in Lisbon, and also our learner Eva. So you'll be learning along with Eva and you'll pick up the Portuguese that you can use in any Portuguese speaking place in the world. So do check that out, and there's a link in the description.
So before we leave Portugal, I do want to introduce you to a friend of mine, Leonardo. Olá.
Olá, Mark. Obrigado pelo convite para estar aqui no vídeo. O meu nome é Leonardo e sou professor de português no YouTube. Tenho um canal chamado Portuguese with Leo.
And I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to get a native Portuguese speaker and an authentic Portuguese person to tell us a little about coffee here in Portugal. So we've got café. É café?
Café. O que temos aqui é café, sim, termo genérico.
Sim.
Mas, se quisermos precisar mais do tipo de café, isto é pode ser chamado uma bica.
Uma bica.
Que é um termo que nasceu em Lisboa,
sim,
mas que já se espalhou para o resto do país.
Ok.
Portanto, café expresso é uma bica.
É uma bica, ok.
Ou cafezinho até, porque é mais pequeno.
A cafezinho is something we definitely know on Coffee Break Portuguese. And what is your favourite type of coffee? What kind of coffee would you normally have? Is it?
Normalmente, eu e a maior parte dos portugueses, quando pensamos no café genérico, é um expresso. Aliás, estas chávena de café, até são um pouco grandes. Normalmente até é uma chávena mais pequena e é o café expresso,
sim,
que nós chamamos uma bica, ou um cafezinho.
Perfeito.
E é o meu preferido.
Então, muito obrigado.
Obrigado. Normalmente não brindamos com café, mas, sim, mas é uma ocasião especial.
And a special occasion indeed. Muito obrigado, Leo.
Obrigado, Mark.
And if you want to find out more about Leo's channel,
o link estará na descrição, não é?
Exato.
Portuguese with Leo.
Perfeito.
So we've seen that ordering coffee here isn't as simple as just asking for a coffee. The words people use and the accents you hear say something about the culture behind the language. And once you start to notice those details, you don't just speak the language a bit better, you understand the place a bit more too. So next time you're in Lisbon, don't just order a coffee, order uma Meia de Leite, or Galão, or even Garoto. That way, you'll not only get the coffee you want, you'll also get a smile from the barista. Let me know what type of coffee you would order in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more language adventures. For now, muito obrigado e até já!